Hey guys, this video is going to be on what I packed from my European vacation. I went to Europe and backpacked with one of my best friends, Nick Demore, for my 30th birthday. We just got done with it from April to end of May. And I watched a ton of YouTube videos, like I'm sure you are right now, on what to pack, what not to pack, just trying to figure out what exactly would fit for the time of season I was there. I will say it was a kind of a trickier time. In Europe, when you're going from spring to summer, the nights are still cool, so you can't just have t-shirts and shorts, and then the summers were hot. And sometimes the days were cooler and the nights were hotter. So finding that good combination without overpacking, which I think is everybody's biggest fear. Let's go through what I took. And again, this will help you if you're planning to backpack Central to Eastern Europe. And the videos that I have in my vlog series kind of break down. We went from Budapest to Vienna to Bratislava to Prague to Berlin to Krakow and into Ukraine to Lviv, back to Budapest. So it was an action-packed 7-country trip, a lot of stuff seen, but I think we did really good packing-wise for the environment we were in. So here we go, starting from bag all the way down to the little things. Okay, let's start with the bag. So first here, I chose to go with the Tortuga backpack. It's not something you can find in a store, but Tortuga backpack is at Tortuga, I believe backpack.com. I'll put the link right here below. And they're a really good brand. I read a ton of reviews. I was trying to find a pack that not only could be opened up like a suitcase, could also be top loaded, which this one also is. And this isn't a review on the bag, but it's got two nice pouches here. It does open up, and you can obviously fill in your clothes. This comes over the top of the clothes, the snap shut, holds it all together, and then they have a spot for your laptop here. The only thing I wish it had on the inside was maybe like one or two more pockets right here, just to put a couple more personal things. They do have zippers right here, which is nice. And on the outside, they do have another pocket right here, which allows you to put in some more stuff, electronics, you name it. And then they do have nice pockets on the side that are deep for water bottles. And I will say the back is pretty much what sold me. Really nice, thick pads for strapping around your waist. Very sturdy, breathable, but very cushioned backside here. And then some more zippers for putting passports and things like that. You can also unzip it. It has a protector that comes over, and then you can hold it like a suitcase if you want. It's one of the best I found for like if you're using Skyscanner or cheap flights, whatever you're using, and you can only bring a carry-on. This is a great bag to use. And I put my own patch on it. So I was in the Marines. That is the unit that I fought with in the infantry. So there is a Tortuga logo here. And the zippers are really sturdy, which is important when you're zipping up tight. Maybe it's kind of bulky. I didn't feel like they're going to break. And obviously, you can lock all of them up. As you can see, I got 3 locks for the 3 zippers to keep everything secure if you leave your bag out on your rack, if you're at a hostel or something. So Tortuga, was very happy. And I'm also doing a year-round trip coming up. And this is the one that I will be using. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of socks. Keep it simple, guys. These are made by Stance, different designs. They went just below my calf. This is just above my ankle, and then some low runs for running. But I wore 1 pair out, and then these pairs I had for the trip, 5 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of underwear. Also, keep it simple. Wore these out, wore these the rest of the time, washed once a week. 4 shirts, very basic. Brought 3 short sleeve shirts. One of them was just a marathon one that was a good, drying material. And then these 2 right here are short sleeve Lululemon shirts. I got a plum color and a black color. I personally, when I start moving, I sweat a little bit, so I made sure to go darker so that I wasn't showing everybody how sweaty I was. But these worked great, guys. I could wear them a couple days in a row. They dried super fast. You could hang them, rinse them out. Definitely recommend quality over quantity. I did have a long sleeve white shirt that I'd wear kind of as a layer underneath the fleece or underneath my flannel shirt here. This worked great. It was very lightweight, so I could wear it in those in-between temperatures. And then lastly, my flannel shirt here. Loved it. Wore it all the time. Was a great layer piece as well. Could go into the pub crawls with it, even some clubs with it. Good for during the day, but only needed one of those. Kept it very simple here. All right, pants. Had one good belt, leather, one pair of like cargo hiking pants that could be turned into shorts. Wore these every single day that it was cooler to hike and go see all the sights in Europe. One good pair of jeans that stretch, were elastic, a little bit more designer for the clubs, pub crawls, at night. I wore these pretty much every single night. One good pair of joggers. I got these from Lululemon. Wore these on the plane ride there. Wore them back. Also wore them on every bus ride to the countries that we were going to. They had pockets in the back. I really love these. They're super comfortable. One good pair of shorts. Again, when it wasn't cool during the day and I wasn't wearing these, the opposite days I was wearing these pair of shorts. Again, breathable, easy to fold, looked nice. Boom. Under Armour shorts. These were good for working out, going into the baths, going into the pools, multi-purpose. And then one nice pair of Nike shorts that I wore at night in the hostels going to bed. Kept it pretty simple for pants. Some might say I don't need these or whatnot, but you're right. I could have gotten by wearing these the whole time, but that was just a comfort thing for me. For jackets, this right here was my rain jacket. It has great pockets. They zipper, really reliable. Only used it one time though. So again, if there's one thing that I wish I wouldn't have brought, it would have been this. It did take up the bottom of my bag. I would recommend, guys, if it's gonna rain, just buy something there that's a lot cheaper. You can throw it away if it's disposable or not. But I mean, it was great to have when I needed it, but just didn't need it. Now this fleece by Patagonia, let me tell you, best thing I brought. I wore this every morning, every night. It's a lighter fleece, so it just was perfect for almost every situation. It has zip up pockets, which I love, and I know I'm sure you do too. I especially love this one right here for carrying my passport, my wallet. Great material, looked nice, but man, I abuse this. I know it's a little bit more in price. I think it was like $160, but you get what you pay for with this name, and they always deliver awesome products. For shoes, all I had were these nice Nike Air Maxes that are not so nice anymore. I've taken these to Asia, when I went to London, Ireland, this whole backpacking trip. They're starting to get a little worn out in the back, but man, if I still had to go somewhere right now, I'd wear these. They're super comfortable. I also had a pair of flip-flops. Obviously, when you're in Europe during the time I was there, you're not really wearing them much, but when you're in the hostels, when we went to the baths and whatnot, super handy. You want to have them. And I did have a pair of black shoes from Aldo that were like $20, low cut, and those I brought specifically to wear there. I'd wear them to the clubs, bars at night, and then I had the intentions of throwing them away. So I did throw them away at the end of the trip. They worked perfect. Spend $20 on a cheap pair of flat shoes that are black, helps you get into places, and you can throw them away and not bring them home. All right, some of the more smaller random things that I brought. Make sure you do have a good belt. That goes along with the jeans, sturdy. I did bring a beanie. I actually wore this a lot. This hat, wore it at night sometimes, but it was a good fit for some of the trip. Also, this is a towel by REI. Obviously, it's fast drying. It comes with a cool pouch. I got the large size. I guess I wish I would have gotten the extra large. So that's just a side note. Large was good, but when you're trying to dry off, there's nothing more annoying than not having enough towel. A good bottle to get water in. Remember, you don't want to pay for your water, but there's plenty of places to fill up your water. In most of the countries we're in, the tap water worked to drink. So bring a good bottle that you can carry around. I have a pair of Bose headphones. Obviously, when you're in the bus, plane, doesn't matter if you're editing videos, you're watching stuff on YouTube or online late at night in your hostel, you want to have a good pair of headphones. I use my phone on the Wi-Fi pretty religiously, so whatever phone you need. This is a bag I just brought, ziplocked it in case it rained. I wanted to waterproof. I use my headlamp a lot at night. If I was leaving early in the morning or I got back late, instead of waking everybody in the dorm up, I would use this. And then I got my external hard drive and a couple different cases for my GoPro. Also got my laptop, whatever you carry. And then the Bose speakers, that's one of those hit or miss things. Man, when we wanted music, this was awesome. When you didn't need music, you hated carrying it around. So that's really up to you. If I had to do the trip over again, I would take it because we used it a lot and we had a lot of fun with it. Okay, so here's everything we got. Got the electronics, laptop, Bose speaker, headphones, water bottle, very important, with our cell phone, the belt, make sure you have a good one, beanie for the cool nights and the late nights, towel that dries fast, 6 pairs of socks, 1 worn while flying on the plane, 6 pairs of underwear, 1 worn while flying on the plane. We have 3 pairs of shorts, 1 for during the day, 1 for wearing at night to bed, and 1 for swimming, working out, you name it. 3 pairs of pants, 1 for during the day for hiking, climbing, backpacking, you name it. That is a breathable material. 1 pair of jeans for at night, for going to the club, bars, you name it. And 1 pair of joggers that I wore while traveling on the buses, planes, you name it. 1 raincoat, but again, wouldn't bring it. Fleece jacket, awesome. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shirts, 3 of them being short sleeve, 1 long sleeve breathable material, and 1 fleece to put on as a layer. Flip-flops, good shoes, and then the black shoes that I bought but threw away from Aldo that were $20 to wear in the clubs at night. So now we're going to take all of that and put it into the Tortuga backpack, just like this. That easy. But if you really want to see the, I guess, experience of me putting it away, here you go. And done. I think that took like 2 minutes, not even joking. So as you can see, I still have plenty of room in here, guys. Great backpack, but this is everything I needed. I did have, remember, I was wearing one of the shirts in here. I had on these when I left, so that I even had more room in here. But this was more than enough to carry what I needed. On a side note, I did buy 2 long sleeve shirts when I was there. So I underpacked, which I laugh at because I thought, you know, you're always afraid to overpack. I bought these one at H&M, one at Zara. They were really cheap, so I didn't care if I threw them away or not. But I ended up wearing them when I went out to nicer places, which in Europe was the case more often than not. And so I actually brought these back and still had plenty of room. So I underpacked. So just remember that, you know, always better to pack less. And I know what you're thinking, what about hygiene? I honestly only left with my toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, and some cologne, and I bought everything that I needed there. Remember guys, this is Europe, so it's not like a third world country. If you're using it here in the United States, Canada, wherever you're at, they're gonna have it there. All right, there's like their drugstores and whatnot. So I knew I could go there, buy what I needed there. Like I bought some bar soap and things like that, shampoo, really cheap, and just use that. And a lot of the hostels have what I needed anyways. Hopefully that was a good overview of what I brought to Europe. Again, some things that I would have done differently. Maybe would have packed 1 or 2 more long sleeve shirts. But it's a tricky time to travel over there. But don't overthink it. Always remember, like they say, take less. You can always buy more when you're there on the run. And don't leave with a full backpack. And have fun, enjoy it, and you know, really embrace the experience. Hope this helped, guys.